What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today I'm going to showcase a Pokemon that honestly I'm a little bit surprised I haven't used myself so far in the Go Battle League in this current season, and that is ARAQUANID. This Pokemon in this new season has been buffed with Water Pulse being just a little bit cheaper here, and this Pokemon's insane bulk as well as Bubble Beam and Bug Bite for the fast food pressure makes it a very hard Pokemon to take down. I'm going to pair it with Ufisk, which I think is one of the best pairings you can use, and Shadow Malamar, a very safe swap here in the current meta. So let's get into the battles and see what this team can do. Looks like we got our first game. ARAQUANID as our lead up against a Lurantis. Okay, wait, that's actually amazing for us. If they're on Leafage, then I really don't want to see this with my Ufisk. I mean, either way, I don't want to see it there. Okay, wait, they're actually staying in? My Bug Bites are shredding their HP right now. That is insane. I guess what we have to keep in mind, though, is it's 5-4 pacing to get to Leaf Blade. So I do have to throw a Water Pulse if I want to knock them out before they're able to get a second Leaf Blade off. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's the Torkoal dude. I bet they're on Earthquake. But it could also be Solar Beam, which would also be kind of equally scary. Okay. 8, 9, 10. Torkoal is such a cool pick. I don't think Earthquake's going to one-shot us, though, from the non-Shadow. I mean, not like Shadow Torkoal exists, right? But, like, non-stab, non-Shadow, it's not that high damage. Alright. We should be in a decent spot here, just with, I would imagine, like, a Talonflame or Typhlosion or something. We have a lot of energy on our ARAQUANID to use. They let that go. Interesting. Alright. We get this Leaf Blade, or rather, we get this Mud Bomb off. They have a Leaf Blade +1. I think I'm going to swap out now. Alright, they should be at the move now. 2 away from the next. I don't think they're ever going to get another move off this game with this Lurantis. Just in case it is like a Talonflame. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's actually Macargo. Ember Macargo. I must have fought this person. I think I fought this person like a day or two ago. I've seen this team for some reason. We get a Bubble Beam shield. I don't even know if a Rock Tomb knocks us out from here. But I mean, I still have my Ufisk around, so even if it does, I think we're fine. It does not, because ARAQUANID's actually really bulky. And we get this off Tomb. This should guarantee the win, I think. If they try to call this, I'm in a really good spot. Alright, that's a CMP. I feel like there's no reason to ever let this go. Might as well just guarantee this lands. It's probably a Rock Tomb. But it's... Okay, it's an Overheat. I was thinking Rock Tomb would probably be like the more... like the safer play by them, just to try to make it so they survive this Mud Bomb a little bit easier. But yeah, I mean, either way, that's pretty awkward for them. Alright, they can bring back in a Lurantis here. But here's the thing. I guess they will get a Leaf Blade off this game, and I said they wouldn't, so that is kind of embarrassing on my end. But it's fine because, we would have survived it, but also they don't throw it. Yeah, okay. That's a crazy team. I kind of respect that, though. A little bit soft to Dragons, but I feel like they're having fun. I'm having fun. ARAQUANID put in some work there, so not a bad first game. Got our next opponent here. We have ARAQUANID into Fearow. Okay, pretty bad lead. Not gonna lie, about as bad as it gets. I'm worried about a Mudslapper in the back line. I would love to be able to bait it out here with my Shadow Malamar, but I don't know if we will. The good news is I think my Psywaves do outpace the damage of the Fearow, but I mean, it's not like I actually outpace the energy here, so the only matchup I probably win is the 2-shield. Wow, wait. Shadow Superior? That is kind of crazy. They're at 5, so they could have a Leaf Tornado right now. Get a shield. That's just a Leaf Tornado. I feel like I have to no-shield this. That's so awkward, though. Please don't debuff me. I mean, we bait this out, but I think the odds of either a second Grass type or a Mudslapper being in the back are so likely. Alright, well, at least I can farm this down here. Hopefully before they get a move off. Yeah, we can. They don't wait out the switch clock too long there. Okay, hold on. Is this playable at all? Because this is my best position against an opposing Ufisk. And I have an energy lead. But this game's gonna get so weird. Because, I mean, it's not like I can two-shot them here. And that's the worst part about it. Okay, I win CMP. That's kind of nice to see. They should be at 8 right now, so 3, 1 away from the next Mud Bomb. Yeah, they did CMP, good to know. So yeah, they're at 3 right now. The Furo can't necessarily farm us down here, which is nice. One thing that I'm kind of worried about is what if they try to go for a catch at some point? That's always a possibility. Oh, I have a really stupid idea. I don't know if it's stupid or smart. It's probably stupid. Let's see what they do here. Okay. Go, ARAQUANID! Is it so stupid or what? It might actually be a smart idea, though, because I think I can shield this, Water Pulse, knock him out, and then I can Bug Bite through the rest of that Ufisk, I think. If this is a good play, I guess we'll see soon, right? Drill Peck would do more than a discharge here. And I should survive 1 discharge on my ARAQUANID from that Ufisk. We'll see. We'll see what this plays out like. Yeah, that does... Okay, it doesn't quite knock out, but the next Bug Bite does. They need 2 discharges here. Can I Bug Bite down? I think I can. Or at least put them into range where I could even Thundershock down if I have to, if somehow they do knock us out here. Okay, I think we're good. I think we actually won this one. I might not even get knocked out if they get a second discharge. That's just how bulky ARAQUANID is. Okay, let's go. Hold on, ARAQUANID is actually kind of sick. I think Water Pulse, the pacing increase there is so nice actually here. Next opponent. June 27. I think this guy used to love playing Lurantis. Okay, not using it right now. Maybe it's in the back though, you know? I think it's more just like he's a spicy battler. He tries a lot of different Pokemon. I know this is just a Weather Ball, but man, it's gonna hurt quite a bit. My Bug Bites are resisted by this, which is why I swapped out, but if I need to, I can go for some attacks against this with my... Oh, what a nice catch, actually. Although Florges is not really great for me to see anywhere on my team, this honestly is probably good to, like, maybe have my Malamar against. So I get another move off here, and, I mean, while I will take a Trailblaze maybe on my ARAQUANID, I feel like that's fine. I should be able to Bug Bite this down. I'm going to stop tapping just to give myself more energy. I'm not going to be able to Bug Bite down before they get to 2 attacks anyway. There could be an actual Grass Type in the back. Watch it actually be Lurantis. Surely it's not. I don't think Lurantis is actually that common right now, but, you know, it doesn't mean people aren't running it. I get a decent farm down here, which is pretty nice. Ah, they get a last-second attack. They overfarmed by 1. I was hoping they got a bit greedy, and that would make it so they wouldn't get this attack off here, but, I think they're at 1 on Ninetales, right? 2... 3, 4, 5. Okay, 4. So they throw instantly at the, what's it called? The Weather Ball. I'll just go for this and hope that my Ufisk is a bit of a core breaker into the backline. We'll see. I mean, there's a chance it is. Hey, they shield that? Maybe it's a Mud Slapper? Oh, no! I literally called it! Like, before the match even started. Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they got us here. They got us. That's, that is an unfortunate team comp for us. Although we can see, well, Florges is kind of triple strong against our team. It's not like a rock when it doesn't do a lot of fast food pressure against it, so that's totally fine. Got our next opponent here against Arceus Trainer. Oh my goodness, if they're running Arceus, that could be kind of scary. Now, they're running Lantern, likely on Water Gun. I guess we'll see the moveset. Yeah, it is Water Gun. The weird thing is, I don't have Bug Buzz, right? I'm not even going to bait it. There's no real reason to. I'll just go for the Bubble Beam to make it so I survive this Thunderbolt just a little bit easier. Okay, they should be at 25, so 6 right now. We'll see how much this does. It's a debuffed Thunderbolt, right? Still a decent amount, honestly. Water Pulse this time, just to get some real damage against them. And Water Pulse here, it's not going to do a lot, right? But it hopefully puts them into a range where they have to throw another Thunderbolt against us soon. And then maybe I set up a farm down for my Malamar against this. Yeah, Bug Bites are adding up quite a bit, so that's not bad. This has to be a Thunderbolt. ARAQUANID's done its job. Neutralized a Water Gun user, I guess, so my Ufisk doesn't have to see it. Although this is a ground weakness in the lead, right? There's a chance they have anti-Mud Slap in the back. Okay, they come in Furret here of all things. They're down energy against us, so I'm always going to just outpace to the foul plays or the superpowers. I'm just going to go straight foul play, though. I feel like that's the safer play. Okay, they no shield, makes sense. Nine. Alright, so the annoying thing is they're going to be able to get a second Swift off. I'd be very happy if they Trailblaze for some reason, but no, they're not going to do that. We'll catch a Swift here on our Eufisk and see if that's a decent idea or not. We keep a lot of energy on Malamar. We should be able to farm this down if they don't swap out, but I think they can swap here. Probably back into that Lantern. They're not swapping, though. Yeah, I can farm this down. Okay, of course it's freaking Florges in the back. Why wouldn't it be? This will be weird, because my Mud Bombs at least do a decent amount of damage. Like, not a lot, right? But if they let one go, then that's probably the most amount of damage that I'll do with a charge attack this game, so they probably have to go for the double shield here. But if they do that, then maybe my Malamar can still put in some work. I don't know. Okay, they shield twice. I don't think I get knocked out here by one charge attack, so I'm going to no-shield this. Probably going to be a Chilling Water, but it could be a Trailblaze as well. It is chilling. Alright. I'm at my next Mud Bomb now. They have to throw the move. You can't even see the dog. She's, like, hiding. Alright. It's going to have to be a Malamar sweep this game, I think. We'll see what we can do here. Foul Play's not going to knock him out or anything, but at the very least, it will put them into Sidewave farm down range. So I need to Sidewave this down. I need to Sidewave down that Furret. And then I also need to get a move likely against that Lantern. If they swap right now into Lantern, that's probably my easiest chance of winning the game. Okay, they don't. They stay in, which means now there's like a catch opportunity available to them. But they don't go for it. We just snap him down here. And I think they're still one away from a Swift on that Furret, right? They should be. Okay, let's go. Okay. That right there is the power of Shadow Malamar. Next opponent against another streamer here. LNDS Arreo. What's he running? Charjabug. Okay. That's not the most ideal lead for me to see, but I know I can safe swap Shadow Malamar, and I likely have some play against it, so we'll see what we can do. If I can, I'm just going to go for switch advantage this game. Oh, okay. Really good that we bait this out. Really good that we bait this out, because obviously my Eufisk has no play against this whatsoever. And up this much energy, maybe I can farm down. Maybe I can't flip switch here. We'll see. Okay. It does not appear that I can flip switch, but I think I want to get either the second shield or like see if they want to let it go. Okay. Snipe them down before they can reach the move. I think I survive one attack here, so I'm going to go for the no-shield. It's just a discharge. It's not going to do that much. Yeah, we survived that pretty comfortably. I think if my counts are on point right now, he's 2 away from another discharge. This way, maybe I can either land a Water Pulse or debuff the final Pokemon. I have to hope that the final Pokemon is not like a second ground type or something that just destroys Eufisk. What is this? Okay. That's not bad. I think we have a chance to win this. I need to come in Eufisk immediately here. I don't think I was going to reach a Water Pulse, but getting the debuff is not bad either. I don't know. He might get a second Trailblaze here. No, he won't. He's at the Swift. But he's one away from a Trailblaze. I still have some fasting pressure in the back line, which I will need, because 2 Mud Bombs will not knock out, I don't think. I think we're fine. I think the Bug Bites and Psy Waves will knock him out before they can Sucker Punch us all down. It'll be close, though. There's also a chance maybe this Trailblaze doesn't knock us out, because it is just a neutral Trailblaze now, jeez. And we should be able to go and survive this, because Ufisk is bulky. Yeah, actually, wait. You don't even need the other Pokemon. We just survived the Sucker Punches, too. Holy crap, Ufisk, okay. And ARAQUANID was doing so much of that Charge Bug, too. That was a good game. Alright, nice. That's a 4-1 to start out. ARAQUANID putting in a lot of work so far today. And it hasn't even seen too many really good matchups. It's just been a Pokemon that's like, even the bad matchups, you have a little bit of play into. And that's what I like about it. It can be a Pokemon that has some very hard wins and hard losses, but there's not a lot of those matchups where you're just completely unplayable. Looks like we have our next opponent here. Against Schmitty. Alright. ARAQUANID, can we get a Mud Slap lead, please? Is this good? It's probably fine. I wonder what charge attacks they have, though. Because I know the Rise to Occasion moveset is Dragon Pulse now. And every time I see a Dragonair, I kind of wonder if that's what they're running. But no, they don't throw a big move here. They actually throw instantly, so it's a Body Slam, right? Yeah, I'm fine with that. Water Pulse here is obviously going to do a little bit more damage because Bubble Beam is such a bad attack, but this probably doesn't knock him out anyway. Oh, I'm fine with the shield, though. I'm going to no-shield this. It might be a bad play, but I feel like it's what I'm going to do, so. They can't get an attack off here, but that's fine. I get the energy lead on my Shadow Malamar, and the Slide Wave damage that we've got here likely puts him into a Thundershock downrange, so in case I need to, I can knock him out later. Okay, that's really fine. I could have gone for a superpower before they threw a move, but I feel like at this point, I don't want to debuff myself just yet. I can shield this up, keep a lot of HP on my Shadow Malamar, and still dance around if I need to. I meant back-to-back here. Do we see a shield, or are they just going to let this go, seeing that for it would have to take a second one after? They do let it go. Who's in the back? Please be like a Corviknight or something. I'd be very happy with that. Oh, okay. Spark Lantern. That's kind of crazy. Does Ufisk even get two-shot by Surfs here? That's what I'm kind of wondering. I don't think we do. Did they just catch on some, like, random freaking timing? Okay, whatever. I think there's still a chance we win this game, but wow, that is, like, such an arbitrary catch there. I think we survived 2 Surfs. That's, like, why I'm not, like, freaking out just yet. Any more than I already am, I guess. As long as I land 1 Mud Bomb against them, I should be fine. But I need to land one and then, like, get a shield here, too. But as long as we don't get 2-shot, we should win, right? I don't think Surf 2 shots from this HP. We didn't take any Dragon Breath damage, which is, like, the one thing that them going for that catch, it's gonna make it awkward for him. Do we survive this? Please survive this, Ufisk. I need you to so bad. Okay, yeah. Not, like, a really comfortable survive, but we survive it well enough to where they're not gonna be able to spark us down. We can get this Mud Bomb off, and then we can swap out, go for that foul play that we have loaded. And even if we didn't have the move, I think the fast move pressure for my Malamar, as well as my ARAQUANID, would be enough here. Nice, okay. That's a crazy team. Shadow Dragonair, Lantern, Furret. Almost like a blast from the past there with that Dragonair Lantern core. But Furret, I guess, a bit of new blood on that team. Next opponent here. ARAQUANID, can we see a good lead? I wouldn't mind a good lead. Well, we are not getting a good lead. We are getting a Corviknight instead. And where Corviknight is, Mudslappers likely are going to follow in the back, so this could be a little bit awkward depending on how they play this out. I'm going to do a CMP on a potential payback here just to lock them in a little bit longer. That way, it is just a little bit more awkward for them if they do want to swap out now, because then the switch clocks will be very desynced. I survive a payback, so I'm going to no-shield. They do land it. That does a lot of damage. Or, okay. Shield makes sense. I'm going to come in Ufisk here, and that might be a really stupid play, but I think there's going to be a Mud Slapper in the back. And I don't think Ufisk is going to have any play. Whereas maybe I can get my ARAQUANID to have some play if I do this. I don't like what they're doing, but it is very smart. I'm going to be permanently debuffed on my ARAQUANID the way they're playing this out. I think I'd rather shield here, honestly. I'll get a second attack off, sure, but like, this way at least I guarantee that I don't get debuffed on my ARAQUANID, and maybe I can save some energy here on my Ufisk. Okay, they come in... Oh, what is this? No! I mean, it's unplayable in a completely different way than I was expecting. It's the Runerigus. Of course it's the Runerigus backline that we all were expecting. That's rough. That's so rough. Honestly, not a lot of wiggle room here for my Ufisk in the back. We did expect that, right? But I kind of was holding out hope. I was holding out a little bit of hope. I think they're still outside of range for 2 Mud Bombs knock him out here. If we could do that, though, maybe there would be a chance. Like, even then, my HP is way too low. I would just get air cuttered and knock out. So, maybe I should have shielded my Malamar. They have a Brutal Swing, yeah. My only hope is double nukes on the rune. And, like, even then, I think the Fast Suppression would have just done us in. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Not the team comp I was very much expecting. But we'll move on. We'll win the next one, surely. Next opponent here. Hopefully we can get a good lead. We've been kind of struggling on that front here so far. Okay, well, that's a good lead. That is very much a good lead. Let's see what's in the back, though. They could obviously have some awkward Pokemon. That is one of them. Alright. They're likely going for a Trailblaze here. Yep. I guess, do I just ever stay in here? Maybe I do. Because I'm not that weak to that Greninja. And I wouldn't be surprised with the Clodsire in the back. They're at 5, so another Trailblaze. We'll see what they do here. Okay, nice. Whoa. Okay. Greninja's gonna be a little bit tricky, though, in the back line. Okay, but I get this move off, which is pretty good. Because if there's not, like, 2 shields left over on this Pokemon, I'm in a better spot. Or on that Greninja, rather. We'll shield this up. Alright. We should be fine here. Swap. I don't think we get one shot by a move, do we? There's, like, no way. They have to throw on alignment right now. And I think I still have a Hydro Cannon from here. I'm gonna no shield because I feel like my lose condition is they boost with a Night Slash. And I mean, if they have back-to-back anyway and I get knocked out, like, so be it. Yeah, I do survive that. We just get this off. Just barely. Okay, you know, really good lead. Florges is a bit of an awkward Pokemon to see, and then that Marowak in the backline was not exactly what I was expecting. I really thought it was going to be a Clodsire. But you can see, I guess, I don't even know why, but it's not even that bad of a matchup for ARAQUANID into Florges, just because Bug Bite just does so much damage. Next opponent here. We have ARAQUANID into a Galarian Corsola. Okay, not the most ideal lead I've ever seen in my career playing Pokemon Go. But I can swap, and hopefully they don't have an answer. They have an answer, so this is bad. We'll try our best to flip this, but I don't think we can. I think what they're going to do here is they're just going to Rock Slide us and then, like, shield my second superpower. I mean, I think I do have to shield this here. This is so bad. The only way I can really win is if the final Pokemon doesn't have any play against, like, our Ufisk, so they bring the Corsola into the Ufisk, and then whatever that final Pokemon is, we still have a playable matchup with our other guy. Maybe I should have foul played this one to not debuff myself a second time, but this is not looking good. Oh, if I got DRE there, I could have actually got that move off. Alright, Fisk. Do your thing, I guess. Take the Moonblast and lose us this game. I mean, it's gotta just be a Mud Slapper in the back, right? That's what I'm expecting right now. Just the worst case scenario. We'll get a lot of energy out of this, so maybe you have play. Oh! No, we don't have play to that. Okay. Yikes. Next opponent here. Hopefully we can get a better game than the last time. Rocking into Wigglytuff. Okay. Honestly, I'm pretty happy to see this here, just because I wanted to see how this matchup plays out. I know it's not as bad as you'd expect it to be, saying that my Faster Pressure is resisted. I think I actually win the zeros. I'm going to go for an, not an Aqua Tail, this is a Bubble Beam. And then I can go for a Water Pulse in a second. And that should win us the zeros. Because Bug Bite does do decent damage, all things considered. They're at 7 right now, so 2 past the Swift, 2 away from their next. No damage whatsoever there. Love to see that. Alright, they throw immediately. I am kind of concerned that if we see a Wigglytuff here, Gastrodon almost always is in the backline. Alligator comes in, though. Interesting. I don't really want to bring in Ufisk here, but I think I have to. I know I survived this, but it will hurt quite a bit. Maybe I didn't need to go for a Water Pulse, but I just wanted to guarantee some real damage against them. I'm fine if they shield this, actually. We'll see what they want to do. They do shield. Interesting. I'm going to let this go, and hope at this point that my Araquanid is going to be good enough in the back against, like, whatever it can do. And, like, my Shadow Malamar up energy should be in a decent spot here as well. Alright, that's fine. They get to another charge attack here. I still think Gastro is possible in the back. Dream. I don't love having to debuff myself here, but I'll do it. You better believe I'll do it. Okay. They still have a bit of Gator around. Okay. I don't know if I get a second foul play through here. And the problem is I can't clear my debuff, because if I do, then I actually just let them get way too much energy. I think I have to, actually. Yeah, they get 5 out of that? You're joking me. I did need to swap. I needed to swap. Oh, that is so unfortunate. That final Astonish. Getting that one extra Astonish won them the game. I had that foul play one Psywave sooner. I could have CMP'd, and then maybe I could have Psywave down that Alligator. Okay, that was a different Wigglytuff team than normal. I'm honestly fine losing to that. I probably shouldn't have thrown my Water Pulse when I did, though. That Water Pulse into the Feraligatr is a pretty bad play. I kind of panicked since I didn't have a hard answer to Feraligatr, especially down energy. But, we'll take that as a learning experience. Overall, not a bad day of sets. I actually had a couple more sets I played with this team after I ended up recording this video, and I was able to do even better. I got all the way up nearly to the 3200s by using this lineup, so I think it's a pretty good team, and if you want to climb the Go Bad League and try out an ARAQUANID team, give this one a go. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.